Hey, Ferocious fans! Nate from ferociousbeard.com. First, I want to mention this is not my house, okay? We are not rich. Many of us small businesses live in regular houses. Not that this isn't a regular house behind me. I've seen plenty of houses in the Texas area that look kind of like this, but maybe not quite as fancy. But this is not my house. I'm saying this because as a small business, sometimes small businesses get reached out from reviewers, new reviewers, and even reviewers that are seasoned, but many times new reviewers that will ask for free product to be sent to them. And I just wanted to touch base with those of you that are thinking about being a reviewer, those of you that are reviewers, some of you are established reviewers. There's all sorts of different variants of reviewers. But listen, there are ways that probably make better sense for you to reach out to companies and ask for product than just saying, hey, can you send me a bunch of free products and I promise you I'll review it. So first, let's talk about this. How should new reviewers contact beard companies or other companies if you're interested in doing a review on their products? There are all sorts of ways to do it. This is my opinion and my opinion only. I just wanted to make that clear. Again, there are many ways to do it, but what I find makes the most sense if you are a reviewer just getting started and looking for some products to ask to do a review on is simply send me an email or send the company an email and ask for, introduce yourself. Say, my name is Joe Schmo. I am a new reviewer. I've got a YouTube channel set up, and here's the link. I saw your website, and I was interested in, I was wondering if you had any products you would like to review. That's always a great first start. But I wanted to also mention that many, many times, sometimes new reviewers will just blast out dozens and dozens of copy and paste emails to multiple companies with the same exact, information on it, hoping that maybe a couple of companies will say, you know what, let me send you some product on the house. And I just wanted to remind y'all that everybody must pay for something. By that I mean everything has a cost. The products we make, the shipping, just the raw materials, the bottles, the caps, the packaging, everything has a cost. And I have a feeling that sometimes people, when they're reaching out, don't think about that. They think maybe, okay, these companies are just out there, they're established, and they must be making tons of money. They must have tons of products just sitting around, and I'm sure it wouldn't cost anything for a company to send me out something. And oh, by the way, also pay for shipping. That's just not the case, guys. Sure, there are some companies out there that are just, they've got warehouses full of product. But ask yourself this: if you are a reviewer just getting started and you are reaching out to companies like that, I think it would be a fair statement to say that your review of a company that is so large would probably not have much impact in the scheme of things, right? Because they're already huge. So when you're reaching out to smaller companies like Ferocious and other companies, smaller size companies, small batch companies that make anywhere from one order a week to 100 orders a week, or maybe around that vicinity. Yeah, we would love to have your review out there, but don't forget, guys, there is a cost to everything that is involved. I've seen cases where individuals will reach out to myself or other companies, and they'll be like, "Hey, man, what do you got? Can you send a bunch of things to me, or can you send a couple of things to me? I'd love to do a review on you. I'm just getting started." And then, so a lot of times, my first question will be, "Okay, please send me your YouTube channel or your Instagram channel, wherever you put your reviews. I want to see what kind of reviews you do. Not because I want to see like if everything's positive or negative. I don't care about that. But what I care about, and again, this is my opinion, what I care about is what is your style? of a review, and what is your commitment to doing a review? Do you actually have reviews out there for people to watch, or are you just so new at it that you have nothing yet and you're just planning to do things? And if that's the case, what I would recommend is that you purchase a few things, even one product. Purchase something from small batch companies and give them a fair shot. Give those companies some money for the products that they're making for you. Don't be afraid to say, hey man, I notice some companies have free shipping after a certain amount or something, or they'll have a discount, which is fine. But I've reached out to other companies myself just to try them, and I've noticed they had free shipping. And I know how much it costs to ship out products. So I will sometimes say, hey, what's your PayPal, man? I want to send you a couple of bucks for shipping, because I know shipping runs anywhere from like, say, $3.50 up to $9 or $10, depending on the weight of the product, depending on what you're shipping, that kind of thing. So, like, don't be afraid to pay for shipping if you're getting some products. I mean, in other words, if someone's sending you some products, even if it's at a discount, don't necessarily take that discount and offer to pay for shipping at least. What if a company might say, hey man, I'll send you like 2 or 3 bottles of beard oil, maybe a beard balm, and I just need you to pay for shipping. Don't you dare say, oh man, I don't want to pay for shipping, and give up on that company. What does that tell people about your dedication to your craft, which is reviews? I mean, let's be honest. Each of us as small businesses that started with nothing. We started with bare minimum. Maybe we started with like 12 or 24 glass bottles, and we made those and we sold them, and then we were like, well, now I have enough to buy a case of bottles. So you buy like 99 glass bottles. Now I got to get more supplies, and everybody starts with these, smaller 16 ounce oils, and then you graduate through sales to maybe buying them in gallon size. And then some companies have even gone on to buy them in 55 gallon size, which by the way, once a company's that large, your review may not be as impactful as for a company that's a smaller company. So I just wanted to kind of like have you guys have some stuff to think about. Shipping it's nice to say, hey, even if you're getting a free product or a discounted product, if they say, hey, would you pay for shipping? Please pay for shipping, because shipping costs money. Again, like I said, it's anywhere from like $3.50 up to about $8 or $9, depending on, again, the weight of the product, where it's going, that kind of thing. So seriously, the true cost of shipping out a package I just talked about, that is really about what it truly costs to ship out a package. So please don't please give the companies you wanting to review the respect of knowing that there is a true cost to everything. Another thing I wanted to touch base on is shirts and hats. Sometimes people will be like, hey man, can you throw in a shirt, or can you throw in a hat? Let's be you may or may not know this. You might not know this, but honestly, hats and t-shirts generally cost more for the company to make than the products themselves. Because we're not making these shirts generally. We're not making the hats. We are ordering them, and then there's a wholesale cost, and you're basically buying a bunch of them at once, and then hopefully over the time, the next couple of months or years, however it is, you're making up and you're getting that money back. But it's not like beard products where you can buy a whole bunch of ingredients in bulk and make product and then sell them and make a profit on it that's enough to earn a living on. With hats and t-shirts, it's the profit margin is a lot slimmer. So when someone, a reviewer says, hey, would you mind throwing in a hat and a shirt? Yeah, we might mind, depending on, a bunch of things. How many viewers do you have? How much impact is your review going to have? Even if it's negative, I mean, you don't have to have positive reviews all the time. Of course not. You have to tell the truth. That's what a reviewer should do. But how many people are following you? How many people are following you that are not following the other 20 or 30 or 40 reviewers? The unique audience you have, that's what is enticing to a company, because they want to spread the word about the company. So it's just food for thought. And speaking of that, who's helping who? And here's the deal. I Again, I'm speaking for myself, but I think there's many companies that probably have this thought. I love to spread the word about you as a reviewer, especially when you are becoming known as an honest, legitimate reviewer. You're not being paid for your opinion. In other words, you're not an influencer. You are a reviewer, and that is great. A lot of times I will see people who are just starting out and they'll have 10 followers, 20 followers, 50 followers. I have just over 1,500 followers on Instagram. I have around 400 or so on my YouTube channel. So, I mean, they're not huge numbers, but my point is that I am just as wanting to spread the word to my followers about your reviews as you are wanting to spread about my company to your followers. So, when you approach a small business who has a larger follower group than you, with the line that, hey, if you send me products, I will help spread the word about your company to my followers. Don't forget, we want to help spread the word about you to our followers too. And in many cases, especially with just starting out as a reviewer, small businesses are going to have a larger follower group than you have. So don't forget that while on the one hand, you're saying truthfully so that a benefit of being reviewed by you is that you will spread the word to your followers. It's also equally true that by creating a review and then sending it to us, and we're going to distribute that review to our followers, more people will learn about you. So it's like a one hand washes the other type of thing. Not as far as like give me a good review, but in as far as helping to spread the word about your reviews to other followers. And I just think it's something to keep in mind because a lot of times I've seen messages to Ferocious where they're like, "Hey, come on, send me a free hat, and I promise you I will like spread the word about your company." It really is important to remember that is a two-way street, guys, for sure. Another thing I want you guys to keep in mind is companies do network with each other because we are all of us small businesses, and many times we do talk to each other just in general day to day about things. About hey, I've even seen like where we're sharing like, hey, this group has a great deal on coconut oil or shea butter or things that generally a lot of us use. Take a look at this website. What do you think about this? Oh, hey, did a reviewer named Joe Schmo ever reach out to you? Because he reached out to me and he was looking for free products and, or he was looking for not only free products, but free shipping too. And then when he balked at shipping, he's like, oh, forget it. That's going to spread around amongst a lot of small businesses, and they will then be on the lookout for if they receive a similar message from that small reviewer. Because we all work hard for the money we earn. Our time is valuable in many cases. Like for example, Ferocious, this is my full-time job. I know many people who do it part-time, but you pretty much can guarantee that most of these part-timers are also working full-time hours. It's to help raise money for their family. It's to help fill in the gaps when the full-time job just doesn't quite cut it. And I just want you guys to keep in mind, this is not a hobby for a lot of people. This is a true job. And I just think it's important for you as a new reviewer to understand and appreciate who you're reaching out to and the scenario in which they are set up as a company. It is a company, guys. It's not like, this is a charity. And I just want you guys just to keep that in mind. Sure, we can sometimes include extra things in your package, but please have some respect for the companies that you're reaching out for because we're all companies and there is that, I know sometimes we get friendly with some of the reviewers, we get friendly with our customers, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, just please remember that it is a business too. So please don't try to take advantage of small batch companies because they are truly working their asses off. And I just want you guys to just keep that in mind, right in the back of your head. So listen, I don't want to preach too much. I don't want to be super serious. I mean, I don't take myself seriously, but I certainly take Ferocious seriously. I take you as a customer seriously. And I want to just put this video out there because I really think that there is some value that new and potential new reviewers can probably learn from this video. If I've missed anything, if there's anything you'd like me to touch on in a future video, please leave a comment below. I really, really appreciate you guys for your business and for listening to what I have to say. Have a great day, guys. Take care. By the way, it's ferociousbeard.com and save 15% with code Ferocious every single day at Ferocious. Take care. Bye-bye.